Oh, could you turn that off? That's horrible. I don't feel like listening to Pantera. Welcome to the Savage Nation. God, that was horrendous. Why am I asking for heavy metal music? I am absolutely brain dead from this presidential race. I'm brain dead because I see a communist in the White House getting away with virtual murder on a daily basis. He's killing people with drones, but because the drones have a D on them, it's not murder. He's destroying the economy, the American way, and because of the viruses in the media, he gets away with it. And then on the other side, we have I don't know how to put it. They're nice white guys. They're rigid. They're stiff. They can't really dance. You know, it's that kind of thing. They got no movement. Not saying a word that we really need to hear about the fundamental attack upon our core principles and values. So I'm asleep. I'm going to sleep. Today in the mail, for example, listen to the Savage Nation. Listening to the Savage Nation is what you are doing. Every day I get proposals for people to come on the show, books, and, I normally ignore them. Sometimes I get angry and send back a reply like this. I said, I don't publicize the views of communists. It came to me from some unknown publisher, and it said, Dear Michael, many say that this presidential election is a battle for the soul of America. Or more precisely, it's a fight to define the true American national identity. For decades, the American right wing has mostly controlled this conversation on national identity, known more popularly as American values. This is changing. This is from a publisher now. The election of Obama started it, and his re-election will cement it. That the left, led by Barack Obama, defines America's true national identity. So says Dr. Ian Schmeckovitz, the author of a new book. I won't read the book. That's not his real name. It's not Dr. Ian Schmeckovitz, but it's one of the New York commies that run around the universities there. So the guy goes on, I'd like to pitch Dr. Schmeckovitz for a segment on the Michael Savage Show. See 3-point debate below. I think this would make a hard-hitting discussion debate because while so many on the right loudly stake ownership of the American values issue by attacking Obama, painting him as the other or unpatriotic or elitist, even foreign-born, Dr. Schmeckovitz says that Barack Obama's presidency and Barack Obama himself embodies America's true values. I'm not making up one word. Let me read it on. This is a debate that goes deeper than displaying a flag pin or singing loudly during the national anthem. It's about what it truly means to live up to the American ideal. Then they go on telling me why we should have Dr. Ian Schmeckovitz on and whether I want to receive his book. Then the press releases on it for immediate release. Who really represents American values? Controversial study claims Obama embodies true national identity. I'm not making up a word. The 2012 presidential election has been described by thinkers on both sides of the aisle as a battle for the soul of America. Nowhere is this battle more evident than in the constant salvos fired from both camps attempting to define what true American values are. Is Obama the contrast to or the best example of American values? Dr. Schmeckovitz, author of the book, says that Obama embodies true American values, and his presidency and re-election is the sign that America is actually waking up to that fact. In an interview, Dr. Schmeckovitz debates 3 important markers that show that this is true. And then 1, is the American identity defined by involuntary ethnic racial terms or by voluntary civic terms? I have no idea what that means, incidentally. So I can't even read. Oh, here it is. It's bashing whites. Historically, the powers that controlled America defined a national identity that is too heavily focused on a white male elite culture. Even today, this is conventional wisdom. Obama's election and presidency mark a better American ideal that we should aspire to. Well, you also want to add that the white male elite culture is the culture that defeated Hitler, and without them, what would you be? You'd have a ring in your nose, and what would you be doing, idiot? Then it goes on, Obama is the correct president for the future because Obama embodies fairness and a government built to help the weakest in society. Wow. The weakest in society. You mean like Corzine? You mean like, let's see, the other weak ones, those who are friends of Pelosi or the friends of Reed? Are those the weakest in our society? Those with the fake solar companies, those the weakest in society? Is the American identity based on narrow cultural assimilation or multiculturalism? Now, this you're not going to believe this, but I swear this idiot wrote this. The right wing continues to define America by goading its immigrant population into assimilating which is really forcing it into a culture that is white, male, and elite, while Obama embodies multiculturalism, where diversity in gender and ethnicity is empowered. Wow. So in other words, the days of assimilation are over. Now people who run from the third world, the garbage countries that they run away from because the life is impossible for them there, are telling us we should now adopt the mores of the countries they ran away from? Yes, according to Dr. Ian Schmekovich, that is true. Dr. Ian Schmekovich is a professor of history, and I won't read the college, but it belongs to the State University of New York. That, of course, is where Governor Cuomo reigns supreme. So they conclude by saying, is Obama's America the true America? What are true